How much does the GED cost?
$55 for the entire test and $7 for each of the 5 parts.
Can I take the test online? Can I just take the test, or do I have to come to class and do an assignment?
No, you don't have to do an assignment ever. This is the magic of the GED. You study at your pace what you want to study.
My roommate is interested in doing this with me, but she's a U.S. citizen. Can she take the test?
She needs to become a resident of Montana, actually.
What kind of information will I have to know for the test? What is a GED exactly, and how many hours will it take me?
How long it takes you depends on how prepared you are. Our children each took a GED. And when they were ready to take a GED, I made them do all the tests and all the preparation that you could find in a book at the public library. And then they just came up and took the GED. But if you need some help, there's help. And it can take as long, in other words, or as little time as your knowledge makes you capable of passing the test.
What's the most difficult part for preparing for it?
Taking yourself by the nape of the neck and making yourself do it. I think that most people find math and language, especially the writing aspects, the most difficult.
Are there simple tests I can take to look at?
Oh, I don't know that I'd call them simple, but there are tests. For example, there's a large book. I would call a book this fat, a large book. And this has all 5 sections of the GED that you can prepare for. In other words, there's parts to study, and then there are little tests on those sections. And if you take the section and you do well, you will undoubtedly do well in the GED. If you don't do well, there are many practice books. Now, we don't do that up here. In other words, when people come to the college for a GED, whether they come in the mornings, whether they come in the afternoon, or whether they study online, whatever they do, they are basically just learning skills. It's not what you know, like all kinds of dates and people and places and all this. But they can test their body of knowledge with things that we have here to test with, that are prepared for the GED, so it's straightforward.
If I need to brush up, can I learn online?
Yes.
When are the tests given?
Tests are given up here at the college basically every month. Now, they're not given in August.
Would I have to study what a teacher told me to study, even if I knew it already?
Whatever you're weak in, get those skills and take the little test that proves to you, or to the person, that they have learned those skills, and then take it.
Can I study at home?
Yes.
Do I really need a GED?
Well, I don't know how many jobs there are that anybody would want that you can get without a high school diploma or GED. And if you want to get into college, you have to have a high school diploma or a GED. I would say, as a parent, you have to get a high school diploma or you have to get a GED. In reality, of course, nobody has to do anything, but I would not want to have to live on the kind of job that I would be able to do without a GED.
I get really nervous taking tests, and sometimes I just can't remember. What if I don't pass it the first time? Can I retake it?
Yes, up to 3 times in 1 year.
What if I pass part of it? Do I have to take the whole thing over?
No, that's the good thing. Whatever you've passed, you've passed.
I have to work a lot of hours, and I'm worried I won't have time.
Then do it slowly, but do it.
I only went to high school a little. What if I need help?
There are at least 2 of us up at the college right now. Study online if just getting the skills are important to you.
Is a GED the same as a high school diploma? If I go online or go to college or get a job, is it just as good?
For most people, it's just as good. My son has a PhD. he took a GED. Most schools, colleges, most universities accept someone who has a GED. There's something interesting that I learned in teaching the GED that I did not know before, and that is this. The people who make the GED exam test them periodically on high school seniors, and they find that 40%, that's almost half, 40% of high school seniors cannot pass the GED. You are getting out in the top 60% of the class.